Hi there, folks. This is going to be the talk for the Computer Science A-Level option. I'm Mr. Millington. I'm the head of Computer Science and ICT here at Elaine's. Hopefully this will answer any questions, but if at the end of the PowerPoint you still have questions, please feel free to email me or come and see me in class, whatever it might be. Okie dokie, so let's get started. So first off, what is computer science? Now, chances are most of you that are looking at this PowerPoint already have a good idea of that. However, for those of you that might be new, then let's just quickly go through it. So science is the study of the theoretical and practical engineering of computational devices. Within that, what we do is we look at all of the hardware, whether it be the hardware actually of the computer itself, or whether it be the network hardware and so on. And so, yes, we do cover in-depth material that will give a deep understanding of both the hardware and software. And not only that, but there is such a focus still. There was a focus at GCSE, but that then carries over into the A level of understanding how networks work and how to ensure they are kept secure. The structure of the course is quite similar to that of your GCSE. You've still got the 2 written exams. These are now 2.5 hours each and worth 40% each. And now there's the addition of the programming project, which is worth 20% each. 20%. Obviously, there was a problem with the programming project being taken away during your GCSE. However, at A level, this is very much a stable thing. It won't be changed. It's been there. And I will go over that programming project a little bit more later on. So let's break down that a little bit more. Now, the units of work, Unit 1 and 2, are very, very similar and very similar in their wording to what they were at GCSE. It is literally just new content being built on top of. So it's quite a nice qualification for those reasons. So Unit 1 is still about the computer hardware and software. It's still got all the networks and network security on there, but just heightened. So there's lots of new content on there, and the way that you would answer your standard GCSE question is now more advanced as we go into A level. Same for Unit 2. There are new programming techniques, new algorithms, and building upon the knowledge that we had at GCSE. The new unit is this programming project. Now, this is very different to what you'll have done at GCSE. So at GCSE, you were just given a set of tasks and you had to choose one and complete it. With the Unit 3 programming project at A level, you have to go out and choose your own problem to which then solve with your programming techniques. Okay, and we go through from start to finish in terms of analyzing the problem and why it's a problem, designing the solution, developing the solution, testing the solution, and then evaluation at the end. So it is really a almost like it would be an industry, but just a solo journey through it rather than a team of developers. So it is a very robust project. This, you'll get obviously a lot of help along the way with it in terms of making sure you're choosing a project that has plenty of scope in which to show your skills. And obviously there's plenty of time to build those advanced programming skills as well. So don't worry about that too much at the moment, but it is a very fantastic unit. It looks great because it shows all of those skills in a nutshell, all your problem solving, all your algorithmic thinking, and so on. What does computer science go with? Well, the short version really is any. Okay, myself, I did it with drama, business studies, and maths. Okay, however, it's up to you. It really is up to you. So the long version of that, yes, it does go well with maths and sciences, mainly just because of the fact that they have fairly similar logical reasoning. So if you really do have a natural affinity to computer science, then yeah, maths and sciences do complement each other well alongside computer science. However, you could opt for business studies because there's so many careers and pretty much, well, all careers pretty much within computer science will have at least something to do with business and business studies themselves. So that is quite a nice complementary subject as well. However, you could link it to pretty much anything. So even, for example, psychology. Think of the way that communication is changing, and so sociology as well for that matter. Think of how communication is changing due to technology. You could therefore use your computer science skills in order to develop something that harnesses psychological parts, if you like, and then have analysis there on how we're spending time on our smartphones, how we can then start integrating that within our computer systems. So there's plenty of scope there. As I say, the short version is any. Don't worry too much about, oh, I want to make sure I'm building this up in the right way. If you want help with that and you're wanting a very particular university or a very particular university course, then we can discuss that at another time individually. But really, it goes with pretty much anything. What skills? Well, we've already spoken about this already a little bit, but it's the idea of furthering what skills you've already got. So furthering your programming techniques already. So that's particularly critical if you are wanting to go down the software developer pathway. But not only that, but understanding the actual backbones, what's going on underneath when we are using the software. So not just using it, but what's going on underneath, making sure we fully understand it, because if we do, then we're able to be more efficient, we're able to be more productive, which will help us with whatever pathway we choose, really. How to construct a network and maintain its infrastructure. So as I said before, there's still a massive push on networks at the moment, and so that's not going away. And this A-level will give you a fantastic opportunity to push those skills and see if that's something that you were wanting in the future as well. Similar terms to what we looked at GCSE with this one. So ability to use abstraction, decomposition within your problem solving. Problem solving is something that no matter what you choose to do, whether you choose to go to university or whether you decide to go into work and industry, problem solving is a skill that will be with you every day at work, pretty much every day in everyday life as well, okay, at home. So problem solving and the resilience that comes along with that, two very critical skills, and computer science will help you with that in abundance. And then finally, with that unit 3 being all about projects, well, you will hopefully develop your project management and your organization skills. So again, these are all skills that will help you no matter what you choose to do in the future, whether it's computer science or something else, okay? We already touched on this slightly. So careers within computer science, there is still a massive shortage, to be fair, of qualified computer scientists, whether it be in teaching, whether it be in software development, and all around the world, to be honest. With this massive push in recent months on working from home, it also means that you are able to start applying for jobs that, even though you're in Stoke, you're able to apply for jobs in Manchester, in Birmingham, in Reading, in London, and potentially in the future around the world, and you can still be living in Stoke-on-Trent, in Stonewall, Staffordshire, wherever it might be. So that will open up, fair enough, it will open up a competition for the jobs, but it will open up a lot of pathways that normally you'd have to move for. So having these skills, being able to look at maybe how to go into network administration roles from home, that's a potential for the future, and that's something that you need to be aware of and research as you start making your decisions for the future. After the course, well, you could go on to university, and there's so many different degrees and degree courses out there that are tailored in very specific, very slightly different ways than each other. That's something that, again, we can look at when we're in the back end of year 12, start of year 13, when you start getting those UCAS applications together. If it is an area that you want to go down, of course, I'll be more than happy to sit down with you and start looking at the different options available. Computer science is now starting to finally get the recognition it deserves. It was once thought of as computing rather than computer science, whereas now it has got that branding of computer science. It is seen there as a science subject, so it really does look good on your application forms, even if it's not your main choice of degree subject. Okay, it has so many different skills we've just talked about that will allow you to show off that skill base. You could go into an apprenticeship. So, for example, going into either a software development apprenticeship or web and telecoms, so on. Or you could even go straight into work with it and work your way up. There's so many different things you could do with a computer science qualification. It mainly just because it is such a wide scope of topics, but just because the skills it gives you are ones that will lend to itself to pretty much any job and will help you with those jobs in the future. Why choose computer science? So I can't say guaranteed, but pretty much guaranteed career paths because of the skill set it will give you. It is favoured by many employers in university. It is seen favourably compared to other subjects. It is very interesting and very relevant. It is something that is becoming increasingly encompassing within our lives, let's say. It gives you those transferable skills. There is still theory work and practical, so you've got a nice balance of academic versus creative options, and it's something that not many people can do. It is something that really will stand you apart from the rest, so I always like that as well. If you have got any questions, guys, please email me at j.millington@allanes.staffs.scut.uk. If you do have any questions, please, like I say, email across, whether you're not sure on whether you want to take computer science or whether you just want more information. Either is absolutely fine, but I'll leave it there for now. So I'll speak to you soon.